Hello and welcome to Walk the Talk. I am Shekhar Gupta in Nagpur in this very buzzy agricultural trade exhibition. And my guest today, one of the buzziest ministers in NDA cabinet, Nitin Gadkari. Welcome to Walk the Talk.
Thank you, sir.
In your hometown,
Yes.
in your hometown and in your school grounds in a way, because
Yes.
RSS is your school.
Fortunately, this is also the school ground for me. My house is just nearer from
Yes,
this place.
and this is the headquarters of the RSS Reshim Bagh, and you are holding this big agriculture exhibition. So this is what we'll say in Hindi, Padhe Farsi, Beche Tel. You are the Minister for Highways and you are doing exhibition on agricultural products.
No, actually, as my family is related with the agriculture, and really one of the things which really disturbed me in my life, that in Vidarbha, there are more than 10,000 dead farmer suicides. And that's why I inspired and motivated, and I decided to do something for the agriculture and the poor people. And I'm taking a lot of initiative with my social approach.
And here you are making it look like you're also petroleum minister because you have a petrol pump.
No.
And this is the famous Purti.
No.
It brought you a lot of fame.
Yeah.
A couple of years back.
Actually, my mission is diversification of agriculture towards energy, power and plastic. Because today the agriculture problems we are facing is really situation is very bad. And it is my conviction that we have to diversify agriculture towards energy, power and plastic. And so I am propagating that philosophy and doing that work.
This Purti petrol pump, Purti is a famous brand name now, made very famous by a set of events 2 years ago. But how are you converting agriculture into energy?
Now
And where does this feature?
Now from molasses we can make ethanol. From bagasse we can make ethanol. From corn we can make ethanol. Even from sweet sorghum and sugar beet we can make ethanol. And now the technology is available that you can make ethanol from cotton straw, wheat straw and dry straw, and even from municipal waste.
But Nitin ji, आपकी बात ठीक है. But if this was so easy, I mean, it's a stupid question, but it's a question that needs to be asked because most questions are stupid. Why are other countries not doing it? There must be something to it.
Is 100%. Your question is very appropriate, and I appreciate this question. In Brazil, 70% of the cars are flex engines. They are in the same tank. They are using petrol with 22% ethanol and 100% ethanol. And actually, at the time when the petrol is cheap, they use petrol. When the ethanol is cheap, they use ethanol. And the advantage of ethanol is, for the pollution point of view, there is a 90 to 95% emission of carbon dioxide and carbon monoxide.
And at today's petroleum prices, is ethanol competitive?
Yes, it is cost effective, import substitute and pollution free.
Even at today's $37 barrel prices?
Yes.
And
That's why the government is adding 5% of ethanol in petrol.
And how much ethanol can you produce and how much biodiesel?
Everywhere in Vidarbha, in every car and scooter, our 5% ethanol is there.
But that is Vidarbha. But what about, say, cities like Delhi, Bombay, which have big problems of pollution?
It is all over.
In fact, all our cities have a big problem
All
of
over
pollution.
in the country, the government has taken a decision to adding of 5% ethanol. Now they increased to 10%. And day by day, the production of ethanol is increased. The day will come, it will go to 22%. Two things are there. Because of 22% of ethanol, pollution will be reduced, and it is a cost effective, and at the same time, it will be helpful to the farmers for the rural economy. And this is the time for us. This 8 lakh crores of import, we can save 2 lakh crores, and it goes to the agriculture.
Where will rum come from if you divert or alcohol to
No, you will get it. You will get it.
No, I know that RSS is fundamentally not anti-science, although
I want to show you one thing. These are the hairs, and from hairs we are making this amino acid.
I see.
And we are now purchasing ton of hair.
Human hair?
No, it's agriculture chemical. This is a process. These are all hairs.
No, from which hair? From human hair?
Human hairs.
I see.
I'm sorry, it's crores of turnover and 900 rupees per liter. The big company.
And from where do you buy these hair? From Tirupati?
Even from Tirupati. I take purchase all the hair from Vidarbha also.
I see.
So this is the innovation and using the technology. And this is the our detergent we are making from sugar.
So I will tell you from sugar.
Yes.
So I will, because sugar is now surplus, right?
Yes. Sugar is surplus. That's why we have to find out some way out.
You can't even import it at these prices.
Yes.
So Nitin, there is a contradiction. On the one hand, there are doubts about Western society, Western culture, Western science, Western style of living. Western standards. At the same time, there is also admiration for science. Where we are speaking tomorrow, I believe, Dr. Kakotkar is coming to speak.
Yes.
And he's speaking about nuclear
Use of nuclear energy in agriculture.
In agriculture. So how do you balance this contradiction? You are a modern.
Your question is really very
You are a
important.
modern Swayamsevak.
We are all in favor of modernization. We are not in favor of westernization. And you have to differentiate between the difference between the modernization and westernization. As far as science, technology and innovation is a power, and knowledge is a power. And conversion of knowledge into wealth is the vision. And conversion of waste into wealth is the vision. And to create more jobs for rural and agriculture sector where we need. And we have to change the socio-economic situation in the rural area. And where we have to propagate the technology, giving good education, skilled, technical education, by which we can give them employment and they can contribute for the development and progress of this country.
You are a senior leader. You've been president of the BJP. You have a stature. So I can ask you this question more comfortably. Dr. Kakotkar is coming to speak here tomorrow. Dr. Kakotkar is somebody that generations of Indians have loved and respected. And he has done, he has been the custodian of national interest as only a handful of other people in our history, right? For very little reward. Did you note some statements about him that came out from your cabinet colleague, the HRD minister, saying that he wanted to push in one of his candidates as IIT director? Basically, unkind comments about him.
First of all, I respect Dr. Kakotkar. He is a genius scientist.
Right.
He contributes for this country.
And a great patriot.
A great patriot. I have tremendous respect for him. He is one of the best scientists in the world now. He is working very hard. So
and very selfless.
Very selfless. So I have 100% respect regards for him. Regarding that issue, I don't know exactly what was the problem, but it was very unfortunate, and I feel it unfortunate. More than that, it's difficult.
But would you rather those statements were not made about him?
I don't know the controversy, I don't go into it, but I feel that it's very unfortunate, and there is no doubt about the greatness of Mr. Kakotkar.
Or his intention?
Yes.
And so would you prefer that situation is, if for want of a better expression, patched up?
Already Kakotkar gave me one presentation about the technology innovation. I take it that and giving it to the Prime Minister, and I suggesting the Prime Minister that we should take the help from Dr. Kakotkar in irrigation, in using of nuclear power in our agriculture. And there are a lot of things.
Because he has a very good plan.
100%.
Great presentation. Right. Yes. But will you also maybe call Dr. Kakotkar and Smriti Irani for lunch and tell them to calm things down?
Smriti Irani ji also a very capable minister. I don't know what it happens, but this is very unfortunate. But I get the opportunity. I will try to make good relationship between Smriti Irani ji and Dr. Kakotkar.
When you call them for lunch, tell me I'll be a fly on the wall. that will be interesting.
I will call.
Nitin, tell me, when you took over as Highways Minister, Highways and Ports, what was the state of your ministry and the state of these two very crucial infrastructure areas?
First of all, it is a great pleasure and pride for me that this is the first year in the history of Indian history that our 12 major ports and our 3 flagship organizations, the Shipping Corporation of India, Dredging Corporation of India and Cochin Shipyard, we have profits more than 6,000 crores. Fantastic. And this is the great success under the leadership of our Prime Minister Narendra Modi's economic approach, that our all ports and our corporations are in profit.
That also means trade is picking up.
So as far as the road is concerned, before March end, my target is to sign the new road construction of 2 lakh crores. And probably at March end, when I will meet you, I will give you my record to you.